Hey everybody, welcome to the video, welcome to the channel. My name is Mike, and this is the YouTube Yacht project. Stand by for a dramatic drone intro. I'm excited to tell you right off the bat that today's video is brought to you by SimpleSafe, which is exciting for you guys because that means that soon I can be bringing to you concrete in a concrete truck down into that hole in the very near future. That's how these partnerships work. They help to fund these projects so we can keep bringing you guys awesome content to watch. Drone intro. So if you are new to the channel, the YouTube Yacht is a boat-themed, paddle wheeler-themed rental cabin that we are building on our property. We live in a small river town along the Ohio River, and there are several rental cabins along the river, but we don't own property along the river. Our property is kind of landlocked, so we thought, what can we build that will attract people's attention and kind of catch their eye whenever they're scrolling through the rental listings in our area? And we thought, well, why not a boat-themed cabin? This is how far we've gotten so far, and there is a YouTube Yacht playlist if you want to check it out to get caught up to speed. But I think it's pretty self-explanatory what we're doing today. We're trying to get the concrete pad prepped, all the rebar in, all the gravel in, a couple touch-ups on the plumbing, that kind of thing, so we can get ready to get this concrete poured and get up and out of this hole. So step one is full of regret. Let me explain. See that pile of stone? Well, it's got to go down the basement to finish the backfill. You want to see something really cool? There's the septic tank that we just installed with a John Deere 120. Neat thing about excavators, they have these controls inside. Don't know if you've seen them. With a fairly limited amount of effort, you can move a tremendous amount of material. For instance, you could put stone over a wall and finish your backfill. Or you could forget to do that completely when you have the machine up here, and you can, you know, just really take in a learning lesson with a shovel and some buckets. If you think you're disappointed, you should have a conversation with my back in just a little bit. The video should have been sponsored by ibuprofen or something like that. We don't have a lot left to do. And then over here in this corner, let's go get the John Deere 755. We'll get some of the stone shuttled down here, and we'll start getting everything shoveled in. Also gotta get all those leaves out of there, and table. I gotta get that table out too. I didn't know you wanted to help. That's okay though. We'll go get the tractor and then we'll get down there.
Is it okay if I go too with her?
Yeah, that's fine. I just gotta get the tractor. I'll meet you down there, okay?
Okay.
Looks like we got some help today. First task, we got the leaf blower. I never did buy the end of that. That was sent to us by Keith L. Anyway, all these leaves in this super awkward shape have to end up out that door somehow. You try it, and then you can try it if you want. Yeah, okay.
There we go.
I was gonna start moving some stone while they got the leaves out of there, but somebody said the other day, every project is made up of 50% butt firsts and 50% production. And honestly, I think that's kind of generous. My loader wasn't going all the way up. It took me a little bit to figure it out, but this hose down here came unhooked. I'm guessing I hit a stick and it hit the quick release and popped out. Anyway, see if we can get that back in there. Then we'll start moving stone. You can't really get your hand around one single hose like that. I don't know the best way. Can I pull this back some? Yeah, oh, that was a good thought. What could a feller do? Maybe a feller can get on the bottom side like this. Oh, that's not bad. Then I can, oh, yeah, there we go. That's a, oh, okay. Oh, well. Let's see if that does it for us. Oh, look at her now. Like a sports car. I did go ahead and throw the most awkward attachment on the back end of this to really add to the whole adventure. Once I got kind of bucketed around those pipes and the pipes are supported, I switched over to the wheelbarrow. Started down there, worked our way back with the screed board. So it is all even, plane, level, where all it needs to be. Back down to the pipes, we just have a little bit left to go. And you guys even get a little bit of a I told you so. It's the only one I'm giving you today, but you get one in this video. We'll talk about it here in just a second. Let's get this finished up. Before we end up fixing that, putting that last little bit of stone in, maybe half a wheelbarrow, it's not gonna be that much. Let's go up and lose the rest of the stone we have up in the parking area. We've got plenty down here to finish that off. And since we have enough sitting down at the door to finish that off, we're gonna go ahead and lose this in the soft spots of the drive. One, it'll give me a little tractor time, so it'll give my back a little bit of a break. And two, I kind of get those soft spots fixed just a little bit. Make it a little bit easier for the concrete trucks to get in and out whenever we find time to pour this thing. We have a food-related segment coming up. I'm having some trust issues. She always eats the food whenever we do a little food segment. Anyway, yeah, no, that's what I thought. Anyway, the entrance cleaned up really nice, looks really good. I've got just a little bit left. We're gonna try and experiment real quick. I wanna go down and check the trail cam. Don't. Yeah, I see you. I wanna go down and check the trail cam, and I'm gonna take, I have some stale bread from the house that I filled with peanut butter. I want to set down there in front of the trail cam, so whatever we have on there today we have, and then hopefully we can bait something in to get something cool on the bridge. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Anyway, experiment time. I've never hauled anything in the back of the side-by-side. Well, not like gravel before, so I'm kind of just curious how this will work for us. May change the way we do things around here. We'll check this camera real quick and then we'll see if we can't back on across. Oh, what are you? A fox. What are you doing down here, little fella? Cool. Look at that. Cool. Very cool. Before I turn that back on, let's see if we can get backed across here. Look at this fancy feature, huh? It's a button. I think that'll work fine for getting the stone across here. I'm not going to do all of it today. I just kind of wanted to test it. See if that technique would work. Seems to do fine. Somebody said the side-by-side sounds sick. It is sick. I don't know what's wrong with it, but it'll be going to a shop at some point this winter. And yeah, that's all I have to say about that, really. Okay. Trail cam on. And I tore a little piece off to give to the doggo. We'll get her to ride up with us. So it is currently the holidays, and there are tons of holiday deals around us. Well, SimpleSafe is no exception. They are currently offering 40% or more off on their services or their products. Let's talk about it just a little bit. We went with SimpleSafe at the house. We've had it for a couple months and we've absolutely loved it. Of course, we have the entry alarms, we have the glass break alarms, we have the indoor camera, we have the smoke alarms. They also have CO alarms and all of that stuff. And my favorite that we've got so far is the doorbell camera. Our youngest there, you just saw her, whenever I'm away at work or on shift, she'll ring the camera when she gets home from school and just say, hey, and then I can interact with her. I can talk back to her through the app, and it's just kind of cool. It makes me feel like I'm not so far away.
Hello? Hello?
They also have, which we're excited about for the YouTube Yacht, they have temperature sensors, the words today, and they have water sensors, which will be great, especially over here. We aren't going to be over here all the time, obviously. So the cool thing about the temperature sensor, if the HVAC unit fails or something fails and this place gets cold enough that the pipes might freeze, that's going to kick up on our app and say, hey, you got a temperature problem. You're going to check that out. We can get over here and check it out before it becomes a bigger issue. Same with the water sensor. We can place that by the hot water heater or the washer or something like that, any leak-prone appliances, and we'll get a notification on our app before it becomes a bigger problem. We can get it taken care of. And that's probably what I'm more interested in. The security aspect of it, the 24/7 monitoring, that's fantastic. But the keeping me from having to pay a whole lot of money or pay a deductible and fix a lot of water damage, that's probably the biggest draw for me. Speaking of the doorbell camera, they actually just added a new camera to their lineup. It is their wireless outdoor camera. These things look awesome. Learned something, by the way. I was doing some research on these cameras to see if it's something that I would want at our property, which, by the way, it is. We ordered 2 of them. I can't wait to get them in. They actually have their own YouTube channel with all of their stuff on there. Anything they sell, they have on that YouTube channel on how to install it, which is pretty cool. It makes it pretty easy, pretty user-friendly. You're watching YouTube now, you could definitely watch their YouTube channel if you had any questions on the install. And of course, their customer service is great if you just want to do the old-fashioned phone call or that kind of thing. And if you're not super tech savvy and you don't want to mess with an app or you don't want to mess with a smartphone or that kind of thing, of course they just have these remotes as well. I keep one on my keychain. Chelsea keeps one on her keychain. If we pull up to the house, you just got to hit home while you're off. It's all right there. You don't have to mess with the keypad. It's synced with your keypad, so you can get home. You can hit one button. You're either alarmed or unalarmed. That's not what it is. You're either armed or unarmed and you're ready to get in the house. It's super easy, super user-friendly.
Alarm off.
I don't know why they have me do these promos. I'm so wildly unorganized sometimes. Anyway, it's super user-friendly and it works really well, whether you can say words or not, because clearly we're struggling with the words today. And the coolest thing is you can build your own system. You can customize this to your needs. The cameras you want, the sensors you want, whatever you need to protect your family, you can do that. You can build your own custom system. So if you want to hop on over, there's a URL in the description. You can click that link. It'll take you exactly where you need to go, and you can check out what our family and millions of other people have been trusting SimpleSafe, right? I got it. The words, we're getting through it. Also, 40% off or more. You know what to do. Click the link. Let's get the floor ready to go so we can actually give SimpleSafe something to protect over here. You know what I mean? We got to get going on this thing. And lucky for you guys, I'm going to go ahead and give you the I told you so I promised. It's a good one. Y'all got me good on this one. And I'm going to let you have your I told you so moment. This comes up in the bottom of a, that's neat. This comes up in the bottom of a vanity, and it's for the vanity sink. And I was just going to run it up underneath on the bottom side and then do all the plumbing down in the cabinet. And a lot of you said, why not just stub it up through the wall? And that way, if you want to do a pedestal or something later, you can just run your P-trap right over into the wall and be done with it. And I said I didn't want to. But after some thinking, after a little bit of thinking, I changed my mind and thought, you know what? That would make the most sense. It's not that much extra work. We're just going to cut it at a coupler and just run this right up inside the wall there. There you go. That's your I told you. You guys got it. You got one. And that's it. Don't let it go to your head. Next, you're going to tell me I need to charge my batteries or something crazy. Get this cleaned off. That's what a Sawzall's for, I'm sure of it. Spin, there we go. I like to give it a little twist, help spread the glue out. I'm not a professional plumber by any means, so don't quote me on any of this. You know, I bought a coupler, but I didn't. Do I have one of these up at the barn? Because it's not going to Bluetooth its way over there. I hope I got an elbow up at the barn. Let me check. It's crazy to see this thing filled up with stone. There it goes. You want to see a real fancy measurement? It's real fancy. Right about there. I mean, does it get any better? That looks perfectly plumb, huh? What do you guys think? Oh yeah. Put a little tape on. It's duct tape. It's blue duct tape, not painter's tape. Cool. The next step, we got the plumbing and the gravel all done. Let's grab the laser. Let's go around. One, I just want to check everything with the laser. Make sure we're looking good. And we're just going to go around the perimeter and make some marks on the styrofoam. Whenever we pour the concrete, we'll chalk lines. That way we know the level the concrete needs to be. But I don't want to chalk the lines till the day we pour in case we get a rain or something like that that washes it off. But we can go ahead and make the Sharpie marks. We'll be ready to go. Let me set up this ginormous tripod. This thing's almost too tall, really. I bought one of Mike's old lasers off of him. Package deal. So on this laser level, which is the similar on most, a slow beep like that means it's low. A fast beep like that means it's high. What we want is that steady tone. Let me get it set and we'll go around and make some marks. What's up?
I want to do something for you.
What do you want to do?
Like, I want to work with you, but I don't have anything.
You don't have any tools? Take this. All right. Bring it on down here. Set it on the wall real gently like I had it over there.
Like right here?
Yep, put it right here on this wall. Now lift up real slow. That's good. Perfect. I'm going to lift up just a little bit. You're doing good. Now we've already got the flange on the pipe. Sometimes people will, which is probably easier to take the pipe, stub it up, and you can cut it off to whatever the finished floor height is and put the flange in later. But we went ahead and glued it on. And I just want to double check that the bottom of that flange, daggone her, bud, if I can get a hold on it. Whoops. Which is right about there. Yeah. So the bottom of that flange is 1 inch above the finished grade of the concrete, which should give us room. We're gonna put tile in this room. That side we're just gonna acid wash. I think that's what we're gonna end up doing. This side for sure we're putting tile in though, so that should give us room to get our tile underneath fairly comfortably. A little bit of room for some self-leveler on the slab too. I mean, sure, the slab will be perfectly level, but just in case it's not, you know. The annoying part about these two being in rock, whenever we go to screed across them with the screed board, you hit those stakes. It's not that big of a deal. It'll be all right. Did just realize though, forgot to tape that fella. That'd have been 27 yards down the wrong trap, huh? So if you remember, this is going to be where the jacuzzi tub goes. Little corner jacuzzi tub. A lot of people said, well, a shower would be more feasible for a lot of renters, and I agree. Something we did in our house, which is what we're going to do here. If we put a jacuzzi tub in, and then we put a shower head up above it. We just made our own custom tub shower combo, and it's the same thing we're doing here. So you'll have a shower, but if you want to hang out in the jacuzzi and relax in the bowels of the YouTube yacht, well, you can do so. You'll have that option. There we go. Next, the footer for the spiral staircase. So you guys know the pipes, bathroom's gonna be on that side. The pipes are up in the wall. There's gonna be a spiral staircase right here that shoots up to the next couple levels. And we gotta do a small footer for it. Nothing crazy, just like 1 foot by 1 foot by 1 foot. Just something for that center post to have a happy place to sit. Anyway, spiral staircase will be 6 foot diameter. Super comfy. We're not doing like a small one. We're doing a comfortable spiral staircase. Which means what you guys doing up here? No, we're gonna have to go around one more. Right out into the kitchen and dining area. And then you keep on going up and you get up into the wheelhouse. Oh yeah, that'll be cool. That'll be cool. And that's a lot of space yet. I love it. Let's just do that. Okay, you hold it. Thank you. So what you gotta remember is there's 4 inches of concrete on top of this. And we're about, well, that says 10 inches, but it's kind of higher over here. There's a rock in the center that popped out. Anyway, that plus the 4 inches of concrete, that'll give us our 1 foot of depth. We're plenty big on our 1 by 1. In fact, we're overdug, but I'm not going to complain about too much concrete. The next step is rebar, but we've got to run to town and get it. And I'm hoping we can get back in time before it gets dark. All right, so we're definitely running low on the light aspect of things. We got 20-foot sticks, number 4 bar, which is 1/2 inch bar. Rebar is measured in like 1/8 inch, so number 5 bar is 5/8. Number 4 bar is 4/8, 1/2 inch. Simple as that. Anyway, number 4 bar, 20-foot sticks. We're gonna go a 4-foot grid or maximum distance between them 4 foot, however it is spaced out evenly this way, and then 4 foot this way. Get some more from the truck. Not the hood. Okay. Oh, that's a scratch tailgate. So we've got all the rebar in place. It still needs tied, but there's kind of a pretty sunset going on. I don't want to miss it with the drone. I'm going to fly that for you real quick. The important thing is it's all in place. I've definitely called concrete and had it come in with less done. So I'm happy with it. Pipes where they need to be. I'm much more excited about this being in the wall. That will definitely make things much easier. Appreciate you guys looking out on that one. Everything else looks really good. Everything else is to grade. We've got all our marks. I'm not doing any grade stakes because it's short enough. We can screed across here. It's definitely going to take a couple guys though, because it's going to be awkward carrying grade up there. in that front corner trying to get a discrete board to carry back and forth, but we'll get it right. As far as this mess up here goes, you can see whenever I go to tie it, it'll all come around. It'll come around nice and tight and look really good. Like I said, we'll tie it another day. Important thing is it's here and we have enough. We got the footer for the spiral staircase. Am I forgetting anything? The sink line will run in the joists. I don't need that. Water line will run in the joists. The electric will come in the wall here, so there's nothing being stubbed up for electric. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Shout it out though. If you think I'm missing something, holler at me in the comments. I sure would like to know now instead of afterwards. Anyway, let's get that drone in the air, huh? We're gonna miss this sunset, fellas. We gotta get to flying, don't we? Absolutely beautiful sunset over the Hoosier National Forest. Doesn't get much better than that. I did just want to stop for a second and say thanks to all you guys. I cannot thank you guys enough for all the likes, all the comments, all the shares, everything you do that you interact with the channel helps grow this channel. And the more the channel grows, the more projects like this that we can do. If I'm being completely honest, I didn't really think we would get to where we're at with the channel, and every time I click on it or I pull up an analytics page and I see that we've gained more subscribers and I see all the comments and I see everything that's happening with the channel, it blows my mind and it is truly humbling, and I just really can't thank you all enough for all the support. As far as when we'll actually pour the concrete, we've got the YouTube revenue, we're good there. I just need 2 actual weekdays to do it, and I'd planned on doing it this Friday and Saturday. Friday when the batch plant's opening the concrete, and then doing the saw cuts on Saturday, but I forgot we have a wedding on Saturday and our daughter has a swim meet on Sunday. We are back into some winter sports seasons, but it'll probably be in a week or 2. We just have to find a couple free days where I can get it done. We do have some more Dirt Perfect content coming up. I know I'm supposed to do some trucking firm coming up and a little bit of finish work. I think that's all I have to say on this one. A little bit more daredevil flying through the trees. By the way, Mavic Mini, if you're ever interested in an entry-level drone that's fairly durable, Mavic Mini does pretty good for me. It'll probably do good for you too. Not a sponsorship. Not yet, anyway. I appreciate you guys watching. I truly do mean that. And we'll definitely catch you on the next one.